Welcome back, friends and other, to another fantastic magical episode of BPT Podcast. I'm Don. Other.
I'm Corey.
I'm Shane, and I'm an other.
I guess you're another. There might be people who aren't friends, and they classify as other. Yeah.
No, it's only friends and or enemies. That's it.
Friends and enemies. If you're indifferent, get out. This week...
You are not welcome.
You're not welcome. You're just kidding. Everyone is welcome. But this week, we're going to be talking about the future, and by the future, we mean next generation of video game consoles, and what we want from them, realistically or not realistically. Basically, just whatever we're like at some point in time. Maybe not even this next console generation, but we want this from a console at some point in time, and we'll have a nice little chat about that. No video game this week because none of us have really played any video games except Corey. You've been playing Kakarot, right?
Kakarot!
Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. You said you loved it?
Oh, yeah. I'm really, really enjoying it. Like, I was expecting to...
This is your corner to talk about it.
Huh?
This is your corner to talk about it.
All right. Yeah, I was never a fan of Xenoverse that much, and I was expecting to get a few hours of fun out of this, and a few hours turned into 23, 24 hours, and I'm still really fucking enjoying it. Can't wait to go back and play it. It's awesome.
It's pretty significant. And you're just playing through the story of Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah.
You're playing. Are you just? No, you're not even Goku because you were playing as Piccolo.
You play as a lot of different people.
Except Yamcha.
Good.
Yeah,
Yamcha sucks balls.
Well, Yamcha is the best. You shut
Yamcha's
your mouth.
not the best. You're a loser if you think Yamcha's the best.
Yamcha is the true hero. All right.
He's a corpse for a good chunk of the show.
Yeah. So far, I've played as Goku, Piccolo, Vegeta, Gohan, and Trunks. So it's awesome, and then a bunch of other characters. Yeah.
You have to specify, please. Thank you.
Yes.
It's Kid Gohan.
Well, I'm going through the main story, and
King Gohan yet?
No.
Okay, so just Young Gohan.
I'm in Android Saga.
I thought you said King Gohan for a second. I'm like, is there a saga that I missed out on?
That's what I thought. I'm like, but no. It's awesome. I'm really, really fucking enjoying it. It's like in between each saga, they have intermissions, and you can just go around collecting Dragon Balls and making wishes to either get rich or.
The only exposure other than you to this game that I have seen is I read a headline. I don't remember I read this headline if it was on Reddit or somewhere else, but the headline was that it's not a very good game, but it's a great Dragon Ball story. Is what I heard.
I heard.
Or read.
I from what I know, the fighting is kind of iffy.
Fair enough.
I read like the thing with the fighting in Xenoverse. I was awful at it. It seems like this is a lot more simplified, but still fun. At least to me.
I want my Budokai back. I want to hit square, circle to do a Kamehameha. I think I have too many Hames in there.
Thank you, Shane. But either way, I'm glad you're enjoying it. Glad Dragon Ball still exists. I feel like it's come back in I feel like we didn't have a lot of Dragon Ball, and now we got a lot of Dragon Ball again, which is fine. I got no problems with that, because I love Dragon Ball. But we can jump right into our news for today. And we'll start off with another franchise with, I know we all played the Halo Reach when it came out on PC. The re-release, it's not even really remaster, but just for the newer, basically consoles, first time on PC. But Halo Combat Evolved Anniversary Edition for PC, the beta testing begins next month, and so there's no formal sign up for the beta, and you just have to be like up to date in the Halo Insider profile and have a verified email in there, and then you'll just get that information on when you can do this beta. I don't really care. I'll wait till for it fully releases so I can play it, but I just want all these. I feel like it's taking forever for these to come out on PC. Like, I remember they announced it, like, I think maybe it was E3, but it's been a while, and we're only just got Reach. But
I thought they did it E3 2018.
They might have done it that long ago.
Yeah,
I don't know for sure.
That's what I was thinking.
But so we got Reach first, and then I imagine it'll go chronologically all the way through, because I mean they have to. I would imagine they were going to release them all before the new one comes out at the end of the year, but I don't know that to be exactly true.
I can only hope so.
I agree. And jumping right into another potentially dead franchise, essentially. Valve says it is not working on Left 4 Dead 3, which is against what all the rumors say. And because Valve said explicitly, they said, in quotations, absolutely not developing another heavily rumored Left 4 Dead 3 game from this Polygon article. Which, like I said, I believe it even more that it's happening now. Because if it wasn't happening, they would just probably not say anything about it. But the fact that they're so hard, like it's not happening. It's not happening. Makes me, besides their whatever VR game that we're gonna make for this, we'll get more Half-Life.
Awesome.
Okay, fair enough.
Can I take a shot at news?
Okay.
I got two things. One, Dying Light 2, postponed until a date unknown.
What was Dying Light?
Dying Light was the zombie game where you ran around and parkoured.
Okay.
With the grappling hook.
I did see that. I didn't put that in the news because I wasn't obviously very familiar with the series. I just knew that you and Davis played it. But if you had have asked me if or when Dying Light 2 had come out, I would have told you years ago. Because I would have thought that I thought that game already came out. I thought that game has existed forever now. Because Dying Light 1 came out, what, like 2013, 2012?
No, it came out this gen of console.
2013 is when the Xbox One launched.
Okay, I think it was 2014 probably.
It feels like it came out forever ago. And I feel like the second one had already come out.
That was 6 years ago now, so yeah.
Yeah, no.
I took forever for this. It was supposed to come out this year, and today they just
announced, like 2020 or 2019?
2020. Yeah, and they on Twitter at least they announced that they are postponing the game, and we will get more information when it becomes available.
Who made this game?
I cannot remember off the top of my head.
Yeah, because I don't know if maybe it's a struggling studio and this could be bad news for it, or if it's just one of the many postpones that we're getting from a shit ton of games. Which segue into what?
Techland.
I don't know what that is, but segue into the next bit of news that Cyberpunk 2077. We already heard that the release date is being pushed back from April into September, which whatever, everything's being delayed. But the bigger, more important thing or more interesting thing here is, so this game releases September of 2020, probably. But the developers of the game say that multiplayer won't be available till after 2021. So 2022 probably. So there will be over a year where this game just doesn't have any multiplayer period. Which is like a very long time to only exist as a single player game. It's like GTA, when GTA 5 came out, it was single player for a month, I think. And then they released the multiplayer. Did Red Dead 2? Red Dead 2 didn't launch with multiplayer.
It didn't launch with multiplayer, no.
But it wasn't it was also probably like, what, a month or two?
No, it took a little bit longer for that.
3 or 4 or something like that.
Was it?
It was long enough for people to get fed up with how long it was taking. Okay,
well, regardless, that's long, but not terribly long. Over a year is a very long time to, like, this game has to have, I would imagine would really have to, like, keep people in for the multiplayer launch to be something that people are interested in. Because, like, if specifically with, like, GTA 5, if you do the year, or not the year, so the game launches, and people play single player about a month, like, that's a fair amount of time for people to play a lot of the single player and get, like, the early adopters really get it in. Or the people who play the game at launch, like, get in their play time. But once you're getting over a year is ridiculous. Like, that's a long time. Like, I don't know what this multiplayer is going to have that it's going to take them that much extra time, but clearly they're having some struggles as it is with meeting their deadlines. I'm very excited for this game still. And yes. I was very excited for the multiplayer, but I'll play the single player anyway, and I'll probably come back for the multiplayer.
So, about Dying Light.
Okay, jumping back.
You gave me enough time to look stuff up. It came out in 2015. So 5 years ago. 2015. With DLC, a DLC that added a good chunk to the game, like a new map and everything.
Wasn't the game not very good as far as like play wise, like mechanically when it launched?
It
had a lot of problems.
I couldn't tell you. I can't remember that. I remember enjoying it.
Wasn't there a big glitch that you and Davis encountered?
Yes, I remember having issues with multiplayer, but like single player wise, I couldn't. I don't think I had any problems.
Okay.
But it's made by Techland. They made Dead Island Riptide
That was a
and
bad
Call
one,
of
wasn't it?
Juarez.
I think
Those
those are both not very good games, I think.
yeah.
Well, Call of Juarez or whatever is on the Switch now, so at least that got ported. Oh, they made Pure Farming 2018.
Did they make the first game?
First Call of Juarez?
No.
Dying Light.
Yeah.
Or Dead Island.
No, Dying Light.
Oh, yeah, they made the first Dying Light. And they're making the second. They also made the first Dead Island.
That was okay, but the second one was not very good.
No.
That's not a very reassuring. I feel like Dying Light was probably the anomaly out of that list. Then
it's I would say it's an anomaly of a game, seeing how they are still had a Christmas event go on this year, 4 years after release.
I feel like probably maybe there's a lot of people playing that game still. I don't know.
I don't think there is. That's the issue.
Well, hopefully that their delay is good for them and it ends up being a good game, because if it still ends up being a bad game, that's just bad news, and it's a lot of wasted money and very well could cause the company to go under, because it's going to cost them more money, because when they push it back, they're not making any money during this time, and it's going to cost them more money to do this, and if it doesn't return on their investment, then that's probably a big investment that they're losing, and it's going to be not good for a company that makes seemingly not very good games. But I don't know. That's just my opinion.
Can I give my second news now?
Okay.
It's Digimon related news.
Okay.
I was waiting for that sigh. Digimon Adventure Sai is to air in Japan April 2020, which is a new Digimon anime. And it's to air every Sunday. So it's Sunday morning cartoons for Japan, and it looks to be like a remake of the original.
Like straight up? Like Kai?
Like kind of like, I don't think it'd be Kai. It might be like a new way of telling the story. It might take place slightly after it. I'm not sure, but the kids are back to the same age as they were in the original and everything. So they're like
I was unaware they ever
fifth graders
aged.
or something. Yes. Oh yeah. In the newest ones, they're graduating college.
Does this have to do anything with video games?
No, it does. Because it's also rumored that this is like a heavy rumor. Let's be real, because everything Digimon is always rumored.
Okay.
That
I didn't know the running news about Digimon.
They might try to bring back like these characters and try to promote them for the new game. It's Japanese stuff.
Okay. James, knee deep in that Digimon news that probably no one else cares about, but in case you do,
it's for our fans in Japan.
There might be some. Also, for something that everyone cares about, there was the more Smash news. We're getting another.
I don't care.
Fighter pass with. It'll go through 2021, and 6 more fighters with the announcement of Bailiff from Fire Emblem.
Woohoo! I
don't really care
happy about
that release as a character, but that was the final character for the first pass, and so they announced the second pass, which of course they did because this one probably made money, and we're getting 6 more characters, which is cool. Give me more characters to Smash. I was really happy about Banjo. I'm sure we'll get some other really cool ones too. I feel like I wasn't super thrilled with a lot of the characters in the first season pass, unfortunately, or fighter pass. But who knows? They'll release them. They usually announce them every couple months, so they'll do their little directs, and they'll have their little presentation. They're like, look, these cool characters, and they'll do like some misdirects of like, I don't know. It's fun. I'm excited to get more Smash characters because this will probably be one of what?
Did they not? Oh, it's a never mind. Okay, see, I got confused.
Bye.
I thought they announced Cuphead.
No, Cuphead's a me skin.
Okay.
Yeah, which doesn't really matter that much, but it's interesting at least. It's a good looking me skin.
It is. That's also an Xbox property.
It is
Microsoft.
It is because Microsoft's cool. Yeah,
that means we got some Microsoft stuff, and we got some Sony stuff because Persona.
Bring in Master Chief.
Does Sony own Persona?
It's a PlayStation exclusive.
But does it own Persona?
Yeah, no, but it's an exclusive regardless.
Is it?
Yes.
Isn't it on Nintendo also?
No.
No. There was like one game
there's been Persona Q, which is like all kid-looking graphics, and I enjoy it. It's like a school life dungeon delver that's super simplified from Persona, but I enjoyed it. It usually meshes up two different Persona games, like Persona 4 and Persona 3. The most recent one was Persona 5 and Persona 4, I think.
Those are the way the numbers go.
Okay, who knows? And we'll do two last things. So second to last bit. Actually, we'll save that one for last. Or second to last bit. This is interesting for definitely myself and Corey, but maybe Shane also. The Splinter Cell creative director who left Ubisoft to join Epic Games has returned to Ubisoft. He not only did he do Splinter Cell games, but he also directed Rainbow Six Vegas, Assassin's Creed. But he was the creative director for Conviction and Blacklist, which were the last two Splinter Cell games.
Conviction's my favorite in the series.
They were good games. I mean, so I don't know that this necessarily means more Splinter Cell or anything, but either way, he was the design director for the original Assassin's Creed, Rainbow Six Vegas, which was a fun Rainbow Six game. So he directed a lot of like solid games. So him being back is probably good for Ubisoft to have. What was the Ghost Recon game that we just played? Breakpoint. That game, not a lot of people liked.
Huge. Wow.
Yeah. So maybe this is probably them being like, please come back, please make our games good again.
Ubisoft actually announced that they put that game out too quickly.
No shit. That was obvious to literally anyone.
Very broken.
And then in the last bit of news, this is very interesting and very weird, and I don't fully understand why they did this, but Sega launches Sonic 2020 Initiative to announce Sonic the Hedgehog news on the 20th of every month for this year.
Olympics.
I don't know that has to do with it, but so the first bit of news in the announcement was just announcing the project itself. So for this month, it wasn't anything special, but it was just saying that, hey, this is something that we're doing this year. And they also released some like wallpapers and stuff. I have no idea what this could possibly mean. Like, what this news could possibly be for February, I have no idea. A new Sonic game, they have 11
Sonic
bits of news.
06 remastered.
Made good? I don't even want that game.
I would love to play it good.
A cow mobile app.
Maybe. Like, I have no idea.
Hopefully not.
I'd
spend money on that.
Have no idea what it could possibly be. A new TV show? Is there a TV show that currently is airing?
Sonic Boom was. I don't know if it still is.
Yeah. Who knows? But they've got at least 11 bits of news, one a month for the rest of the year for us, of Sonic information, which is... This is weird. Like, I saw this and I'm like, why?
Please let one of the news just be Sonic's favorite food is chili dogs.
That would be... If they end up like... If one of these news is super, super disappointing or just like dumb like that, I'm going to be like, okay. This was a waste, and you really didn't have 11 things to tell us. You just wanted to make a big deal out of it. Even though this isn't a very huge deal, it's just kind of weird. So, but 2021 is Sonic's 30th anniversary, so this is probably just approaching his 30th anniversary.
Sonic is old as balls.
Sonic is old as balls.
That's another fact. Cream the Rabbit is a person. There's another fact. These are all new things to people. No one knows anything about Sonic anymore. So...
Kids probably do. They watch the cartoon. Kids watch the cartoons.
Cream the Rabbit's not in the cartoon.
Whatever. Nobody likes Cream anyway.
Whoa, the internet would disagree.
Okay, internet, weebs, and you like Cream.
No, I don't like Cream.
Whatever. All right. We can jump right into our topic now because that's all.
Topic.
Next gen consoles. Xbox. What's the new Xbox called?
Project X.
Project X is the version that we saw, but I think it is just Xbox.
It's just referred to as Xbox. iPhones are always iPhone.
I mean, the branding is iPhone, but the version. Xbox, PS5, or beyond.
Switch Pro.
That's not really new. That's like a generation 0.5. That's like Scorpio or
No, well, that would be their
or
white. That
One
would be
X.
Switch Lite. Switch Pro would have to be next gen, right?
No.
Switch 2. That's what they'll call
A
it.
Switch. If you made a Switch 2 and it was complete, like a Switch Pro is like a half generation. It is like the PS4 Pro or the Xbox One X.
Or new Switch.
Like new
3D.
Mario.
No, like how they did the new 3DS.
No, that their 3DS branding was dumb. I didn't like the road that they took with that. So put that on the list of things that I don't want from Nintendo. Don't give me dumb branding if you come out. They're playing by their own template anyway. I don't know when they're going to release their new system, but
They don't know. They'll just be like, okay, let's do it now.
they're probably not going to for a while. So this is mostly all right. We'll just go around the horn basically. Like we'll spot off some things, no particular order, and then we can all just talk a little bit about it. First things first. I guess this isn't really super important. I want SSDs in my next gen systems.
Oh, of course.
Exclusively.
Yeah.
Load times are the worst. It'd probably be more expensive, and I know SSDs are getting bigger and bigger and bigger. I need big. This is a big ask, but I need big, affordable SSDs in my consoles. Because load times on consoles right now, as it is typically terrible. For basically everything, it is garbage. And I know having an SSD in the system would, like a good SSD, like a big SSD, would significantly improve that, obviously. Because I know, like, I'll keep the things on my computer on an SSD that I use the most, and it's the nicest it's the best way to do it. So it'll just like boot up real quick. And I feel like I'm pretty sure they are doing SSDs in their systems, but I don't know.
Yeah, I believe the Xbox One X had an SSD in it.
Did it?
I'm fairly certain. I mean, I can go to my car right now and open it up and find out. But
how big is your hard drive?
I think it was 1 terabyte.
A terabyte SSD? That's pretty big.
What? Hold on.
I don't think it. Yeah, I don't know. But either way.
No. I'm looking into my sources, looking into it right now because I thought it did. No, sorry. Seagate just started making SSDs for it, to start selling when the Xbox One X came out around time. It was specifically geared towards Xbox. The SSD says Xbox on it, and it came with 3 months of Game Pass.
Oh, yeah, no, I know what you're talking about. But yeah, I mean, give me SSDs built into the systems, and I mean they got to be big, because you can't the 500 gig systems just won't cut it anymore. Not with the way that games are these days.
All right, I'm gonna keep talking.
Because that's like 6 or 7 games these days. Like 500 gigs, it'll get 6 or 7 games installed on your system, and that's just you're constantly cycling through
2 terabyte SSD, about $200.
That's expensive. That's like half a console.
Yeah.
Or do you have anything to say?
Are going to be expensive.
I mean, yeah, SSDs would be nice, but yeah, having one that large right now would be very costly.
Xbox can maybe get deals if they're buying in bulk for these systems anyway, but who knows?
Yeah, that's true.
Gore, why don't you give me something off of your list?
All right. The main thing, which is it's been heading in the right direction, but crossplay with everything.
I also have crossplay on my list of things.
That's the case. That's the rumor for PlayStation is that it will be.
Yeah,
well, that's really the limiting factor here. Is PlayStation.
Yeah.
Because there are certain, like, you can play Modern Warfare, everybody can play together.
Yeah.
Which is pretty cool. And I know I feel like Fortnite was really like the barrier breaker for that, because Fortnite was literally just like, besides Minecraft, Fortnite was like everywhere and on everything.
Yeah.
And a variation of crossplay that I also have is cross save, specifically Xbox and PC, because that's realistic. But if I could get cross save on, like, between PS4 and Xbox, that would be awesome.
Well,
unrealistic.
Cross save for Xbox, at least right now, is in the right direction.
What do you mean?
Like, if I play games right now on my Xbox and then play them through the Windows Store, that's the same save.
Yep. I mean, that's for certain games. Like, obviously they have to exist in both places. Like, I can't do that for everything. But I want cross saves across the board for everything. which it makes it even more difficult because like specifically on PC, there's all these different launchers and shit. So it's like if you're playing something on the Epic Store, it's not gonna be cross save with everything else, and which that's irritating, and so that'll make it difficult with like PC and stuff. But I want cross save. I want
Smite somehow does it.
Smite does do it because
they just link it to your profile.
they do, yeah.
If every game just made you, that would get annoying. Don't get me wrong. To sign up for a new service just because I'm playing this third-party game.
Every service would need a login, or every game would need a login. Essentially, is how that would work. Which
would be annoying, but would also be a convenience.
But if these game systems of the next gen can somehow just build it into their ecosystem and infrastructure, then I don't even have to worry about it. This is what I'm asking them. I want them to do the work, Shane. I want Xbox and PlayStation to be like, we got you. You don't have to worry about doing this. We have it natively within our ecosystem. So you can just play your games wherever you go on any system you want. But
on your Vita.
On the Vita. But that's probably not very realistic between like Xbox and PlayStation. Because I feel like that would be, the logistics would just be ridiculous. Like, I don't know. I don't even know how that would work.
It would have to be done the same way Fortnite does it.
That's true. Now, Shane, you said you had a very hard time with this, but do you have anything in particular?
Listen, if we're talking about bullshit that we want that we know won't ever happen, VR.
VR is on my list, Shane. VR was the second bullet point on my list. I'm
not talking like I'm gonna move around VR. I mean, sit down on the couch, VR, where I'm looking around like a madman, but like using my hands still to grab things, but not having to actually run.
So you're talking Sword Art Online.
You want like haptic gloves?
Yes, I want haptic gloves, not Sword Art Online, because I don't want to be laying there comatose, basically, waiting to, and then be like, okay, time to log off. And meanwhile, someone broke into my house and stole everything. I want to be able to know stuff's going on around me, but like, I don't want to have to pretend to run to move.
I want good VR, affordable VR, and like because right now PSVR, it's okay, it's pretty good. It's probably the
most affordable.
It's the most affordable, but it's also in last place, and basically as far as VRs are concerned. So that's cool, and Xbox has their what's their HoloLens? Yeah, they've got
what just happened?
Nothing. Don't worry about it. They've got their HoloLens, which is pretty cool, but that seems like it's such like a concept thing. Like I don't know that's ever going to really see the light of day as far as functioning.
What?
Shane's just been invaded and got something stolen from his room as he was talking about Sword Art Online and his stuff being stolen from him. But yeah, I do absolutely agree with Shane that VR would be cool. I want VR. There have been so many times that I've almost broke down and bought VR for my PC, but I tried
to get you to.
I almost did it. But it's
Best Buy.
I was very close to doing it. But give it to me in the systems in an affordable manner because it's also like if I get it for the PC, it's like, will it work? Is it going to run well? Is my PC going to work? If it's an Xbox VR for the Xbox system, it'll work. It'll run. Same thing with PSVR for the PlayStation systems. It ran better with PS Pro, which I don't have, so I didn't get that anyway. But I need a good VR helmet. Give me some like the haptic gloves or whatever. But
gloves.
I'll take the wands and stuff with the joysticks. I'll take that for now.
I will run in place to move if I get haptic gloves. Honestly,
sure. You'll look like a nuts man, but
it will be Wii Sports all over again.
It's gonna be Connect Star Wars.
Yeah, it's
that Connect javelin throwing where I fall over.
Yes, you just fling yourself around. We got an old video of that somewhere.
Yes. It's on Facebook, I believe.
It is on Facebook. See if you can find that at some point in time, because I really want to watch that. But also, for these systems, Xbox is already kind of going this way, and PlayStation's kind of going this way. But I want streaming as good or better than Stadia, because I mean, as far as responsive quality, not like the games and stuff.
Hold on, keep talking.
Okay, Stadia responds pretty well. It's fun to just be able to boot up a game and not have to worry about installing or downloads or anything, which is cool. But I want it across all my systems. The Xbox has kind of got it. I've done the beta for the streaming stuff for Xbox, and It works pretty well, but I want it like to be able to do it with any of my games for all my systems also. Because that's also if that's good enough, that's how you can get around putting smaller SSDs and hard drives in the systems because you're streaming most of your games. You don't need to install them anyway. But I mean, then data becomes more expensive, and as you're using more data, it's not right for everyone. So I don't know. Streaming is cool. Have you done it? Tried any of the streaming stuff, Corey?
No, I haven't. I want to because I want to see how it works. If it is heading in the right direction. Or
you have to have pretty okay internet to have it.
I believe it's accessible to everyone right now.
I think it is, but to have it work well, you have to have decent to pretty okay to decent like service.
Also, need to point out, thought someone broke into my house.
And no one broke in your house?
No, the door opened because Mary Grace was leaving, and then it closed, and then I heard a few seconds later it opened again, and I was like, she didn't forget anything. Hello?
Did she just not close it?
No, I was just insane, and she didn't leave the first time. Also, speaking of people breaking in, side tangent, I know, no one wants to hear about this, but I thought I was about to get killed last night.
Go on.
Some guy came, it was like 10 o'clock at night, came, knocked on my door, and I was like, was that my door? And then it was like a friendly knock, like knock, 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 kind of knock. And then I was like, am I being too loud? I opened the door, and it's some black guy, real shaky, who like, hey, can I use your phone? I'll give you $20 if I can use your cell phone. I'm just like, keep the money, man. Use my phone. He tried calling his sister, it was a Kentucky number. I'm in Alabama, so it's not unreasonable to think that. But he went straight to voicemail both times, and he was like, all right, thanks, man. It was cold out, but I really thought he was just going to bust his way in and kill me.
Do you think, are you like the first door in your apartment complex?
No.
Do you think he went down the line and nobody else answered, and you were the idiot that's like...
I think I was the one that seemed home because you could hear everything coming from my apartment. Because I was playing Smite.
I never ever want to live in an open floor. I don't want to live in an apartment again, period. But especially not an open floor one like that, where just people can literally just walk in and...
Well, good news is with next generation consoles, you won't hear people knock on your door.
Because you'll be in VR.
Exactly.
And you won't be able to hear them break in and murder you.
Exactly. But what I want from next gen, you bring it back to next gen because segues.
Affordable. I want it affordable. I'm gonna buy all of the systems as I typically do, and I don't want them to break me. Listen, literally, all these things are gonna happen, so it's asking a lot.
Your affordability is different than my affordability.
I mean, I just want it to be not ridiculous. I don't want to spend $600 on a console. Like,
I feel like that's what it's gonna be.
That's too much, because then you could build a pretty good PC. You could build an okay PC for that much, and it'll probably be a better situation for you than a console.
I built my PC for $500, and it runs games fine.
It runs games fine, and then you can also upgrade it as you go. You can't upgrade. You might be able to eventually upgrade the consoles, but as it stands now, you can't upgrade the consoles. What you get is what you got.
That was actually one of the things that was on my...
I want a modular console.
You want to be able to update stuff?
Yeah.
That's basically a PC at this point. Like, I don't...
Yeah.
I guess that's fine.
And, like, I understand why at this point, like, yeah, because it would be, no different than a PC if you could just upgrade it.
I will argue it is different because there's less... If everything's made in-house, like, by Microsoft, and you can pick, I want this graphics card or this graphics card, it's a lot less daunting on people to do for the first time.
You could do that. Like, Best Buy sells pre-made PCs that you could pick the components in. Like Max PC, I think is what it's called. You could do that now.
Speaking of PCs that come pre-made where you pick the parts, did you guys see about Big O?
Big O?
Yeah, it's made by this PC company called Origin.
Okay.
It's the Big O computer. It gives you a console and a high-end gaming computer in one. Like, you can pick Xbox One S or PlayStation 4 Pro to be inside this PC case.
I did see that, yes. I did see that. I don't know why you'd want that. Is there a price for that?
Yeah. I was looking at it, customizing it. With the customizations I did, ignore my speech. It was around $2,000. I think base price it's like $1,500.
That's too much.
It's all liquid cooled, so that adds to the price right there.
I guess, but that's too much. I want a version of
so
new consoles without a disc tray. Because I don't really use discs anymore.
I have that right now. Xbox One has discless.
Yeah, that's fine.
I hate it though.
Why?
Because I have discs.
Oh, you have.
And why'd you get it?
Because it was cheaper version since my Xbox One X went kaput.
I got no problems with the disc versions existing still, but like, and there probably will be a discless version of the new consoles. I'm just saying,
absolutely.
I don't need the disc tray anymore. Get rid of it.
I still need my disc tray because I have DVDs and no DVD player.
You have a PS4. Yeah, so
exactly.
you would still need it, yeah.
Moving forward. Yeah, no, I don't need
8K is what I want.
I'll buy my stuff digitally. Buy my movies digitally. Netflix and Hulu and stuff and Disney Plus, they take care of most of my movies anymore. I haven't bought a movie in a while.
I bought Detective Pikachu.
You bought what?
Detective Pikachu. I think that's my most recent one.
You bought a physical Detective Pikachu?
Yeah, it's a good movie.
You could buy it digitally though.
I still haven't seen it.
Yeah, but I don't want it digitally. I wanted the Pikachu card that came with it.
Okay, so that's what you actually wanted.
No, that's honestly not what I wanted. I wanted the physical disc because that way I got the 4K version, which now is pointless because I don't have a 4K player anymore since my Xbox broke. But it just hit me. I can just take the disc tray from the Xbox, plug it into my computer, and that's a 4K player. I don't have a 4K monitor. Fuck.
All right, Shane. you saw Shane's
a
rise
real
and fall
roller
in 2 seconds. I want also a good UI at launch, which the
PlayStation
Xbox
still needs to get there.
Xbox One did not have, and I agree, Shane. I don't like PlayStation's UI very much.
Really?
No. It's
Not a
bad.
big fan.
PlayStation, I love it.
PlayStation 4 UI still didn't like any of it.
PlayStation 3 was really good. 4 is, I love it.
4 is the same as PlayStation 3. They're the same, but not a huge. They're very, very, very similar. Not a huge fan of them. The Xbox One at launch was very, very bad.
It was bad. It's bogged down the Xbox.
It's still horrible.
It's way better now than it was at launch. But either way, neither of them are great.
I also thought they were updating the UI once again sometime soon.
They probably will be. I imagine they'll probably whatever they updated to within the next couple months will be a similar look to what the new system will launch as, because they did the same thing with the Xbox 360. Like towards the end, it started looking similar, but not quite the same as the Xbox One. Like their updates, like it got rid of the rounded edges, they gave us the square everything, and
Yes.
they made the branding similar.
I just so everyone knows, as of October 2019, there were Xbox dashboard stuffs.
The what?
Xbox dashboard experiments were going on as of October, like new layouts and stuff.
Yeah, they're probably never going to stop trying to mess around with those.
And I have to say, it looks pretty nice.
It looks what?
Pretty nice.
Good. I want good UI. That's important. Making it easy to function is a very important feature.
Yeah, this was also on my list. Like, I wanted simple dashboards because I love the PS4. It's very simple. You just have, your options like the bar at top. It's all the, friends, messages, all that stuff just kind of lined up there. And you just go up and down to choose what thing you want. And but with Xbox, there's so much shit going on, so many ads, and I don't give a shit about those ads, and it just makes it take forever to load. And
there's ads on the PlayStation 2.
Yeah,
I don't like how PlayStation doesn't really have a guide.
Yes, that's my other issue.
Xbox's guide is nice.
Yes.
Their guide is okay. I like the Xbox 360 guide better, but the fact that it has a guide in general, I really like.
Yes.
And I wish the PlayStation had. You hit the little jewel on the Xbox and it pops up like. If you hit the jewel on the PlayStation, it takes you home. Yeah. But you hit the guide.
If you hold it for like a second or
that's
two.
That's not really a good guide though, and I don't really like. I think the Xbox does a better job than PlayStation does for it. I just want the 360 one back. Give me 360, but new and
360s was amazing.
You know what I want? I want Microsoft to just give up on Mixer.
I don't think they're going to.
I don't think they will either. But like, I'm looking at these strange shots of what the new dashboard could look like, and there's a little thing underneath the game that's been played or being played or whatever. There's a thing that says Game Pass. There's the store. There's the friends list, and then there's Mixer.
Like a whole tab of just Mixer.
No, just a tab to take you to Mixer quickly. I don't want that. You don't expect me to stream.
We are, a lot of people use it like Twitch or YouTube though. We are a minority. None of us use Mixer, but do a lot of people use Mixer? Like I don't know anyone who does.
I don't think so. Like I know the only people I know right now, Paladins.
Are people who stream Paladins?
There's that, and then Paladins has this thing where if you watch Mixer or Paladins on Mixer, you get like, I don't want to call them points. You get stuff for in game on Paladins that you get a currency in game that you can spend on skins, and these are skins that came out at launch that were paid skins. So it's I honestly usually have a tab open playing Mixer so I can get
the points.
Yeah, but like I'm not watching it.
No, I mean
I just want the stuff because I want one skin.
I've maybe used Mixer once, but no, it's not something for me. I don't really care though. They can have their own thing. I'll just use Twitch.
Honestly, you know what I want?
What?
Which you guys are gonna hate me. I miss my Connect in the form of me being able to talk to my Xbox. I want to be able to be like Xbox pause and it pause the video, so I don't have to turn on my controller anymore. And I can do that with my Google now. But
that will probably just be the route that they'll take. These things already exist in basically everyone's house. They'll probably just like, the Kinect was a failure as a game device and costs a lot of money.
Yes, I still have mine.
I do too. I've got the adapter for because they had to have special bits inside the old Xbox, which is probably one of the reasons that the old Xbox was so freaking huge. When they had the new slim down Xbox, you have to use an adapter to plug it into your...
Which is expensive and can no longer be found.
Got mine for free.
You don't even use it.
I don't, but I could if I wanted to.
I'll take it.
No, fuck you.
Damn it.
But anyway, that's the majority of the things that I had on my list. Do you guys have anything else that you're interested in?
Wait, I just want to throw out, I want a better CPU. I want that way, maybe I can finally have more than just one or two apps running at a time. Sorry, a game and an app running at a time.
What do you run as far as apps while you play games on your Xbox?
Like I will stop playing the game for a bit to watch YouTube, and then go back to the game, and the game's still running. That's great.
Does it chug?
No, it doesn't, which is awesome. I would on the original Xbox, let me tell you. I want a better CPU so it doesn't do that at launch.
I imagine it'll probably be pretty good. I did see like an article that might have just been clickbait, or that the GPU in the PS5 or the new Xbox is better than the GTX 2070, which is pretty good. I mean, the 2070 that's a pretty good. It's not like the highest level card, but that's a pretty up there level card.
But like the highest level card is what, the Titan or some nonsense like that it costs over $1,000.
Yeah, they got really expensive cards, but it's up there. It's mid high graphics card. So
I think it's one of the best, most affordable graphics. Like
it's still pretty expensive, but yeah, I don't know if that's truthful or not, or if that's just hearsay. But if that is true, that's for now. If it launches at that benchmark, it'll be behind soon enough, but that's not bad to start. That's better than a lot of people on PCs are playing on.
Another thing I want, better headsets.
Like the ones that come with it?
Yes.
Bring back the wireless headset. The wireless headset for 360
was perfect.
The little earpiece, the single one?
Yeah.
I don't know that I could ever go back from this kind of headset though, the over-the-ear ones.
I hate those.
I
always need one ear open because if I'm playing games on my Xbox, usually there's also someone around me.
I play games in a room by myself, so like I'm playing with other people, and I like having the surround sound is a big deal for me too. Like I like having the like knowing where the sound is coming from, and you can't do that with only one. That's why
I use iPhone headphones for headphones when we play games on the PC.
I hate those headphones. Those are incredibly uncomfortable.
I can't have over-ear headphones. They hurt too much. I've tried multiple different kinds.
They've got some nice, some very expensive ones that are nice, but whatever.
Like the Kraken you're wearing right now, Don. I had those. Mine were white. Remember?
Yep.
I couldn't wear them. Taylor has them.
All right. Well, anybody else have any closing thoughts?
I have one more thing. It's a small thing. PlayStation has it. I just want each like controller to have a designated screenshot button. Just because like I take screenshots all the time on PC and PlayStation.
I have no problem doing that on my Xbox.
Doesn't it?
With Xbox, it's
got a share button.
Yeah, the share. That's what I said. Yeah, PlayStation has it, but Xbox doesn't. You have to,
hit the middle button and hit X real quick. It takes me half a second.
I don't give a shit. I will never be screenshotting my stuff anyway. But that's fair to you, I guess.
Sorry, I guess for screenshots it's Y, not X. Either way.
Oh, yeah,
I actually hate. I hate what Xbox and PlayStation did with
taking away start and select.
Yeah, they took away start and select, and on the PlayStation we've got 3 squares or something stupid.
And on the Xbox you got hamburger and cheese slices.
Yeah, stupid. Or you have options and share. It's like they still function as start and select in every single game, or start and back in every single game. You renamed them something that describes them worse, except for the PlayStation. The share button is the share button, but it's like
that touchpad is the select. But
I don't want a touchpad.
But
fuck that.
The touchpad's fine. It's interesting. If you could expand upon it and make it cooler.
Or controller speakers. Also, hate that on the Wii, hate that on the PlayStation.
I like the backlight on the PlayStation controller.
That I like.
Yeah.
Yes, and how the games can use that. I like that a lot.
Yeah, like Last of Us, that showed your health.
I think it shows your health for most things. Things just need to support these functions well, which a lot of times they'll support it at launch and then they won't support it later, but I don't know. They have to be good features to be supported later in the life cycle.
We already know the Xbox is using the same controllers.
Yeah, which I'm thinking about getting the
Elite?
Series 2 Elite now because it'll work and it's a nice controller and it's on sale right now, so
it's on sale.
We'll see.
Awesome.
It's like $20 off.
I think Xbox did the right move doing that.
They've had the best controllers in my opinion for
ever.
Well, since the 360. Let's not get out of hand. The Duke is not a great controller. It's a funny and interesting controller and a piece of history, but it's not a great controller.
Yeah, I mean black and white buttons though.
Black and white buttons, I hated their placement. But it doesn't matter. I'm excited for this next generation of consoles. I'd barely use my current generation of consoles, but I'll buy the new ones anyway just to have them.
I will buy the new generation Xbox. If I have to buy a PlayStation for Horizon 2, I will.
That's coming. Horizon 1's coming to PC.
Which
means Horizon 2 will come to PC probably eventually.
Which is great, except for the fact that I bought a PlayStation to play it, along with Spider-Man. Which I wouldn't buy a PlayStation again just for a new Spider-Man. Love the first one. It's amazing. Fantastic. I want everyone in the world to be able to play it if they want to. But I got that experience. I loved it. I don't think they could expand on it other than new story. So
fair enough. All right.
For Xbox, I don't know if I'm going to be getting the new one. I'm definitely going to get the new PlayStation. It's just when all exclusives for Xbox are also on PC.
That's a good point.
I don't know.
Also, at least in the first year, all the games that come out on the Xbox new one is going to be on the One X too. Or not One X, but Xbox One.
That's how it was for the Xbox One anyway.
Yeah, but like
either way, that about wraps it up here for this week on the podcast. It was a good conversation. That was a really long conversation about new consoles. See, Shane, you were worried you didn't have anything to say.
I mean, I can rant about nonsense all I want. I haven't had my medication in a few weeks.
That's all we do here. We will see you guys next week.
No, this day in gaming?
No, this day in gaming this week because we ran long. So next week, I'll give you guys 2. See you guys then. Peace.
Right.
Bye.
Later.